Well, hello and welcome. I'm glad that you're here with us today as we continue our chronological read through of Scripture. Today is our last day in the book of Numbers. In chapter 35, which is where we'll start our reading today, Moses relates God's special instruction regarding cities for the Levites. Now, if you recall, God had declared at Mount Sinai that the firstborn of all of Israel would belong to him, a constant reminder of how he redeemed Israel out of Egypt at the cost of the firstborn of all Egypt. After the incident with the golden calf, God took the tribe of Levi in exchange for the firstborn and for the firstborn of all Israel and dedicated the entire tribe to service to him in the temple and actually the clan of Aaron as priests. As such, the tribe of Levi would not receive an inheritance in the promised land. Instead, God distributes them throughout the promised land in 48 cities and provides land around those cities for tilling and for grazing. In this way, the Levites are distributed throughout the land to lead the people as models and as teachers. God then takes 6 of those 48 cities that were given to the Levites, 3 east of the Jordan and 3 west of the Jordan, and he makes them cities of refuge. It's a place where someone can go if they accidentally kill a person and be safe until they can be brought to trial. Note that this is only for someone who insists that the killing they were an agent of was accidental. And God provides a number of examples to help determine if a killing may have been accidental or not. Notice also that if the high priest dies while that person is in a city of refuge, he's actually able to go free, and the avenger can no longer take his life. By the way, the avenger is a member of the dead person's family that has been assigned or authorized to avenge the life that was taken by killing the murderer. Now, that all sounds rather harsh and maybe even a bit like vigilantism to us, but when a murder takes place, the land where it takes place is defiled until the murderer is punished. So this is the way that it had to be. You might notice also the parallel between the high priest's death setting free the accused and Jesus' death setting free all those who stand accused by the devil. Chapter 36 deals with one last loose end. It's a clarification of the situation associated with the inheritance of a man who has only daughters. Remember that each male receives a portion of the land allotted to his clan when they first go into the promised land. When he dies, that inheritance is divided between his male heirs, or if there are none, his daughters. When the daughters marry, the property actually becomes a part of the inheritance of the man that she marries. If that man is of another tribe, then the land would revert to his tribe on the next 50-year jubilee when all property goes back to its original owner. Thus, some of the inheritance of one of the tribes would belong to another tribe. Well, Moses took this conundrum to God, and God decreed that such was indeed the case, that he did not want any of the inheritance of one tribe going to another tribe. So he decreed that in the case like this, the daughter or daughters could only marry from their own tribe. That way no land would pass from one tribe to the other, as every tribe was to retain all that God had given them. And so now the book of Numbers closes with God having brought the very people that their unbelieving parents and grandparents thought would be killed to the edge of the promised land. They're instructed on how to deal with various issues that come up once they take possession of it, and they're ready to go in. Well, may God be with you and bless you. We will continue our reading tomorrow, beginning with the book of Deuteronomy. I pray that this reading is efficacious for you, and also that you're learning and growing from it. I'll look forward to joining you again tomorrow.